All right, back at 430 North Hansen and Shelley. Gorgeous day today. There's the entryway. You've got a concrete walkway, covered walkway there, up to the front porch. This is, I believe it's metal siding. So coming into the front here, got real wood floor. I want to say it's hickory, based on the grain. So immediately to the left, you've got a sitting room, family room. Nice large windows overlooking the front yard there. Really nice soft carpet here. I know you guys aren't planning on keeping carpet, but yeah, this is nice and clean. No weird smells. Feels like a really clean house. You've got the crown molding around the ceiling, kind of a nice touch. One of the things I noticed yesterday is how much furniture they have. They fit a lot of furniture in here, which makes it a little bit hard to see the space, but it also gives you an idea of how much you can actually fit in here. So they got a full-size couch and a love seat, 2 other chairs, an organ, a coffee table, and there's still plenty of room to move around in that room. On the right, this is just a blank wall here. So coming into the dining room is kind of right in the center of the main part of the house here. We'll go into the kitchen, get the lights on. You've got Formica countertops, laminate countertops. You've got an eating bar. They've got 3 kind of large stools there. You could probably fit 4 if you had to. Let me switch to the wide angle. These, I believe, are oak cabinets. They kind of have a darker stain, not quite red, but also not yellow. Actually, really nice looking cabinets. And then your shelves, I think, are just the press board shelves on the inside. No soft close hinges or anything fancy like that. Got an electric range, microwave, which does not vent out. And that's a big refrigerator. Looks bigger than the one I have in my house, and there's a little bit of a gap on the side. And then no wall there other than the cabinet. So you could fit probably any typical size fridge up to the largest size that you'd get for a kitchen would fit in there. This way you've got your laundry room. So we've got a coat closet here. Some extra kitchen storage space there. There is a pantry on the other side of the kitchen. We'll look at that on the way around to the living room. Top load washer. It's a pretty narrow space here. You can see that this works because you're going from here to here. But if you have a front load washer as well, you'd kind of be trapped. Not really a lot of room. So I think top load's your best bet for this space. Here's the window looking over the deck. Get the panel here, 200 amp panel. Most of the slots are used. Looks like a relatively new panel. Yeah, seems to be a good large panel with a lot of circuits on it. So this door opens into the garage. Make sure we don't get locked out here. So 2-car garage, which I believe was added onto the house. This looks like the exterior wall here. And then the garage was an addition. Concrete's got some cracks in it. It's a little bit unlevel. There's some wonkiness to it there. Looks like a separate pour happened here. Maybe when they added the garage, they extended the concrete. Pretty standard size 2-car garage. 7-foot tall door. I could pull my Suburban in all the way. Yesterday when I was here, they had a, what was it, a Silverado 1500 with a 6.5-foot bed, and there was probably 3 feet in front of and behind the vehicle to walk around. So an 8-foot bed, 4-door pickup would probably fit in here as long as it wasn't too tall to clear the doors there. You got power outlets along this back wall. I see one on the side wall there. Rafters are exposed, great for lumber storage. You could put some plywood boards up there and use that for seasonal storage. Built-in workbench. You've got these swinging doors that go out to the backyard. So pretty straightforward, not a huge garage. You do have obviously enough space for a freezer. You probably got 4 or 5 feet on that side beyond the door, and then this is just that door to the drive or the walkway there. So really you can't use that space for storage. It's without blocking your walkway. So there's where we are there. You do have the bricks here for the fireplace. So coming back inside, you've got carpeted stairs here. Laundry room, mud room, you've got these 12-inch slate tiles. And then you get back into this, I believe, hickory floor, which is consistent through sort of the high traffic areas of the house here. So the dining room, you do have quite a bit of room. You could get a bigger table here before you start cutting into your other spaces. They've got 4 chairs here. You could probably get a table that had 2 per side or even 3 per side and sit 6 or 8 there fairly easily. Here you've got a built-in workstation, kind of a home office desk there. Some glass display cabinets up top. These cabinets all match the kitchen cabinets. Countertop matches as well, so nice consistent feel. Give you a look back from this side. Feels a little bit cluttered in here just because how much furniture they have. But if you can see kind of past that, it's actually not a bad layout. I don't usually like the dining room being sort of in this high traffic walkway area, but there is, like I said, plenty of room around it where it doesn't feel like you're having to duck around the table and chairs to get from the front door to the living room or down the hall to the bedrooms, etc. So here's the pantry. It's got this frosted glass door. Nice big walk-in pantry. Probably 5 foot by 4 foot, I'd guess, on the footprint. So plenty of food storage in there. And your family room, you've got tons of light in here. You've got windows on all 3 sides. Nice big floor-to-ceiling windows in the back. French doors out to the deck on the left here. Really nice family room. Got the vaulted ceilings with the fan. If I was living in this house, I would see people hanging out in this room probably most of the time. Just a real comfortable room with lots of natural light. I don't know if this entertainment center is included, but it kind of matches. It's a little bit different pattern on the doors, but the color's about the same. Nice big windows, almost floor to ceiling right there. You do have a different carpet in here. This is shaggier carpet. Again, very clean. I don't get the hint that there's any pets other than there were the pet food dishes in the laundry room. So if they do have pets, they don't shed or they are very clean animals. Because I don't smell anything or see any signs of pets. So gas fireplace. This wood mantle again matches the wood in the kitchen. You got some can lights up there. These do have blinds. Those windows, you get an awesome view of the sunset from here. I imagine that is facing west, so I imagine that those blinds come in handy at certain times of the day. You probably get some pretty glaring sunlight into this room. But again, sunset time, I'd have those open to watch that because that would be a nice view from there. So as far as space in here, it's probably 20 by 20. I mean, it feels like about the size of a 2-car garage. You've got this full-size poker table. You've got, again, 3, full sofa there with a love seat, 2 chairs, coffee table, another sort of end table there. Each one of these is a single door, so that panel and that panel opens, they swing in. That goes out to the deck. So, which I don't remember on the video I sent yesterday if I went out on the deck or not. Let's check from here. So you've got 2 tiers. You're up top here. There's 2 steps down to the main level. Not sure how I feel about that. I would almost rather have just a small staircase here and then have the rest of the deck all one level. But it's not bad. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty nice deck. It's a stained wood, real wood. The stain's wearing off a little bit, but the wood seems to be in great shape. I would just put a new coat of deck stain on it before the winter, and be good to go next spring. So there's the view from the back deck. Roof seems to be in great shape. This is metal lap siding here. So let's go down the hall, look at the bedrooms. Give you one more 270-degree view. So you hear people say they want an open layout, and then they walk into some of these new home, like new construction, and it's all just wide open. The kitchen, dining room, living room's all like the same room. This is a great example of an open layout, but still separation of space. So the kitchen is very established there. Dining room has its own spot here. The living room is through sort of this door with its own, like the roof ceiling is different. So it feels like you have the different rooms are established, but you still have visibility into all the rooms. So for entertaining, for having family over, things like that, like I could see a lot of people hanging out in this house comfortably because of the space, and also being able to communicate and see each other and talk from room to room without just being wide open or without having to go around corners just to see people. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is an interesting room. This seems like a room that you would have in the basement, just bulk storage. So you have the pantry. There was some storage in the laundry room. Typically in a hallway you'd see like a linen closet, but to have a full walk-in closet with shelving and everything, this is actually pretty nice to have on the main level of the house. This feels like a basement storage room. And with the door closed, it's just part of the hallway. There is a linen closet on the end here. So a lot of storage actually for this house. And we haven't even gone downstairs yet. So let's start with this bedroom. I believe it's ceiling cable heat. Each room has a thermostat. This is a full bed. You've got a small nightstand there. You could squeeze a dresser in here if you had to. You're probably 10 by 11 or 12. Standard size room, not too big, not too small. There's your view to the front yard. About a half size closet here. So pretty straightforward room. This has that same carpet that was in the family room. Just notice that outlet's upside down. A couple of them are. there's that room. Coming back out, going to the master. Again, that same carpet. This room's fairly large, so probably 14 by 14 or larger. Full king bed with actually a pretty large bed frame, pretty bulky bed frame. Kind of do like the woodworking on that. That's a neat bed frame. But you can see they've got a large nightstand there with plenty of room on either side. Room to put a small nightstand there. You could scoot the bed over and get two of these guys in there. They've got a large dresser here. Another vanity type dresser there. A chair in the corner. TV, again, the crown molding going around the top. So pretty easily you could fit a full bedroom set and a large bedroom set too. Like, these aren't small pieces of furniture by any means. And they fit in here just fine. There's plenty of room to walk around. They do have a little bit close to that wall, so you might have to compromise on the size of your nightstand, or lose a little bit of this walk space to be able to fit two of those on either side. They have a chair rail going around. So just the right size to fit everything in here that's in here. And that seems to be the theme for most of this house. It's has a lot of furniture in it, but so far nothing's felt like it's cramped. Also, nothing feels like there's any extra space either. So the master bathroom, this is the one spot where it's a little bit of a bottleneck. You do have your closets on the right and your sinks on the left. Still quite a bit of room to walk past if those doors are open. Again, your cabinets match the kitchen. Similar for my countertop, you get the two sinks. Let's go into the water closet here. This was one spot that does feel a little bit cramped. My shoulders are touching either side right now. So to get in here, yesterday when I was here, I have to turn sideways, shimmy around the door, and then close it. Once it's shut, there's room to move around just fine. You got the toilet, standard size walk-in shower. Shower has a light in it. And this is like a plastic, probably just a one piece or one panel imitation tile. Got a window to the backyard, not privacy glass, but you do have blinds there. There's a baseboard heater in here. If it was me, because this would bug me a little bit, having this, kind of doing this tap dance to get into the bathroom, I would find or make one of these bifold doors, as much as I hate bifold doors, and do one of those here that opens up, that folds out this way. I think that would be a lot easier to get in and out than the way they have it now. Ideally, you'd have a pocket door that slides in, but there's plumbing for the shower there, so you couldn't do that. Other than that, I mean, pretty small complaint there. I just know it would be, probably get used to it, but a little bit of a tight space there. So, this bathroom, the main bathroom, again, same style cabinets, same countertops. I really do appreciate when a house has a consistent feel all the way throughout. This is the same floor, I believe, that's in the dining or the laundry room, or very similar to it. Pretty straightforward bathroom here. Really nothing noteworthy about it. Shower's clean. This is a real tile surround. The grout all looks like it's in good shape. I guess there's a little spot there that could be touched up, but I don't see the typical water stains that you see going down the side on some of these showers. It seems like they keep it pretty well maintained. I don't see any caulking that's peeling off or anything like that. No water stains. So yeah, really nice bathroom. Pretty straightforward. that's the 2 upstairs bedrooms and bathrooms. Go take a look downstairs. So we're back out to the main living area. Front door is to our left. Give you one more look back this way. And we'll go down. I did notice yesterday that these stairs feel a little bit small, like my heels touching the back of the stair and my toes hanging off the end. Not dangerously small, like I've been on some that it was pretty sketchy, but it is something that they do feel a little bit smaller than what's typical. So the bottom of the stairs, you come to another family room here with a fireplace. It's a gas fireplace. Again, they've got the sofa, the love seat, and 2 chairs and a coffee table and a couple of end tables. So gives a really good idea of how this room could be laid out. Plenty of room. Again, there's not any extra space, but it does not feel cramped at all. This door goes under the stairs. That goes to one of the storage rooms on the other side. We'll walk around and look at that. A lot of lights, little can lights in the ceiling here. Got the brick fireplace. Got an oak chair rail around the wall down here. There's no railing on the stairs, probably not that big of a deal. I know my kids would take advantage of that and try to push each other off, and I'd probably put a railing there if it was me, but it wouldn't be the first thing I'd do. Just might be something to keep in mind. So coming into this room, we've got a painted cement floor, pressure tank, water filter, water softener. I did notice that there's galvanized piping going into that, in and out of that water heater, and pressure tank as well. So it'd be something to look into as far as what plumbing is all original galvanized, if any of it's been updated. You've got some built-in shelving there. There's the window well that we saw from the deck. And then in this room is the canning room, storage room, cellar, whatever you want to call it. A lot of nice built-in shelves here. You got a cement wall all the way around. It is a few degrees cooler in here. I imagine it stays pretty consistent year-round. And it's got that same painted concrete floor. And then this is that door under the stairs that we saw from the other side. So, a little bit of storage under here. But yeah, get one of these doors for the bathroom upstairs is what I would do. All right. So, back at the bottom of the stairs here. So you've got that family room there. You've got this bonus room here. This would be, to me, like pool table, ping pong table, game room. You do have the baseboard heater here, so that limits, you really couldn't put a couch in here unless you had it off the wall. Not really any room on that side to put a couch, but in my mind, this would be a great spot for your, if you had a pool table or anything like that. Have that set up here. You could also do bookcases there and have some chairs on either side of this heater. But just really kind of a bonus space. You already have 2 family rooms and a sitting room upstairs. So that just becomes kind of a bonus, really a bonus room. Coming into the bathroom. So you have carpet in the bathroom and vinyl under the toilet. This room feels a little bit unfinished. You've got wood panel here. Looks like they pulled some wallpaper off here, and the adhesive is still stuck there. Got an older toilet, older floor, walk-in shower, matches the toilet. That's looks like a one-piece surround attached to one-piece basin there. A little bit of your typical peeling along the top there. Imagine you get some water and moisture build up there. Nothing on the outside, so it's good. The glass is doing its job keeping the water in. More of the wallpaper removed there. You can see some wallpaper that what it was here. You do have this drop ceiling with the translucent panels and fluorescent lights. This is just a mirror, not a medicine cabinet. These are kind of neat, the faucets they have there. Yeah, so this room looks like it did not get updated with the rest of the house. And it's still somewhat original to when it was built. And you get your creepy Black Widow doll in the bathroom. So coming back out, you've got two bedrooms here on the left. And both of these are identical as far as size and footprint and layout. So it's got a nice blue carpet, probably original to the house. Decent sized closet. Little built-in shelf there. You've got built-in bookcases and desk. This room overall is probably 12 by 12. When you factor in the space you lose here, you're probably 9 by 12. So a twin bed, full bed, maybe a queen with a nightstand, or a twin bed with a nightstand and a dresser. Perfect for guest bedrooms. So this one's the exact layout, just with the brown floor instead of the blue. But you get the same built in there, same closet. This is a queen bed with a little end table. But I could see putting a dresser there, nightstand there, a queen bed, or have a twin bed to give you a little more room here for a dresser. So yeah, good size room, average size bedroom, I should say. You have an egress window. I guess if you were thin enough, you could get out of that. I might struggle. It looks like probably a 3 foot by 18 inches to window. With the window well. Not sure what this is. It's got an air filter in it, which leads me to believe it's an air intake. So I don't know if there is a whole house ventilation system. I don't see any vents anywhere, so I wonder if it just pulls air from down here and deposits it upstairs somewhere. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna go see what's on the other side of that. There might be some crawl space under there too, because that's underneath the sort of this family room up here. Let me see if I can decipher what that is. So that wall is right about here. Yeah, I don't see any vents or anything. Is there anything outside? No, it's got to be. So there's an AC unit there. And there's a vent there. I wonder if they put. I bet this was an addition, this room here. There's probably a crawl space underneath this that has some sort of either AC unit or furnace or both. Because there are vents in this room. Let me check the other rooms and see. That would make sense if they added on. And there's probably a crawl space under us here. So I definitely did not notice any vents in these rooms. Yeah, and they have these thermostats. So seems like the main area upstairs has, I would say, ceiling cable heat. I'll verify all this too. Downstairs looks like it has baseboard heaters in each room. And then this room has its own HVAC system under the floor with ducting. So that's the inside of the house. We already saw outside, but I'll get this sent over to you. Really nice house. I like it a lot. It's a great location. And yeah, let me know what you think.